Hey folks, fab folks today. We are opening a box of Flesh and Blood Outsiders. Been out for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. It's not been long at all. And this is an amazing set for limited, so drafts and sealed deck. And also bringing some real power to Rangers, a new Ranger in Riptide, and making Azalea finally top tier, so it seems from some tournament results. It's also given a load more to Arachne and the Assassin class, and a whole new Assassin adult hero to play, which is Uzuri, originally from Mysteria, and now she's in the pits, you know, working for contracts and doing some sneaky stuff. But yeah, the set is super cool. Obviously gives some support as well to Ninja. It's made Katsu probably much more formidable now too. And even a few extra cards in there for Benji if you're a fan of him in Blitz. So you've all probably opened a load of this product already, but just to remind you, we do have it in stock. We do singles as well. So check out our website, cardmerchantnelson.co.nz. And for your pleasure today, we will open this box of Outsiders and see what we get. I ripped off the plastic wrapper already. Just didn't want to be fumbling around on the video. It's a bit of a waste of your time. I know it's all precious time at the moment. So I'll try to keep the packs opening as I, you know, say anything relevant in terms of fab. So yeah, hope you've all enjoyed this set so far. Oh, here we go, a reminder, a talking point straight away. Of course, Crow's Nest and Quivers. So Quivers have come in for Ranger. It's just another free, essentially, equipment that you can run alongside a two-handed bow. The only thing is they're one more slot in your deck, in your 80 cards. But overall, it seems like people feel that they are worth it so far. Another Go Again arrow. Ooh, a foil isolate, nice. So these are stealth cards. This is how, and a majestic amplifying arrow. The stealth mechanic is how, I guess, mainly, well, it seems like it gives more to Uzuri, at least in Classic Constructed. It does work as well with the new Arachne Solitary Confinement, so that's a new version of the young hero. Your first attack with stealth each turn has Go Again. But yeah, these isolates and dominate stealth cards are very good with Uzuri, who has this crazy attack reaction ability. So she can play a card with stealth, after blocks, attack reaction, put a card face down from her hand, and basically switch it with the stealth attack that's on the chain. That goes to the bottom of the deck, and the card from hand comes out attacking, and they can only react onwards from there. So, you know, she just cheats in, I guess, CNC is a classic example, what people like to talk about. But there's obviously a load of good cards too. Nice, a rainbow foil mask of many faces. Tarpit Trap as well, very good trap, defense reaction trap for Ranger. It just says if you block a attack with Go Again, your opponents on hits don't trigger for the turn. So pretty solid into aggro decks and things. Widowmaker, interesting card. If we get rid of the 0 defense equipment, it will be very strong. Death Touch, very nice card. Can only be played from Arsenal. It's not an arrow, it's an Assassin and Ranger card. It's 6 attack for 1, and if it hits a hero, create a Frailty, Inertia, or Bloodrot Pox token. So these are all new tokens that do annoying things to your opponent. Now we are missing the paper packaging that we came to love. This is the Japanese print run that we have in New Zealand. So yeah, apparently the Cardamonde Belgian prints are still all in paper. They were the ones doing that and who got that off the ground. But now I guess it's overall you got to look at the silver lining or the good side of things. So the game must be big enough and production is in demand enough that they need a second you know, place to get the cards made and manufactured. So that's Japan, hence plastic wrappers. Gore Belching, that's a majestic, a 0 for 7. However, when it attacks, reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal an attack action. If you do, banish it, and this card gets -X, where X was the power of the banish card. Otherwise, this just gets -7. So, yeah. Again, could be an Azuri card. She can just cheat it in and the on-play or attack thing doesn't trigger and it's just 0 for 7, but you probably want her to have some good on-hit stuff rather than just that. But anyway. Oh, so I don't know, like, there's a load of good hits in this set. It's 5, I think 5, maybe 6, 5 legendaries in total. Being one of the new quivers, which is like a remembrance quiver. There's a ranger chest, an assassin and ninja hand, an assassin chest. Goodness me, can't even remember them all off the top of my head. This is a poor man's CNC, that's the joke, but it's pretty good for a common or a rare. But 2 for 6. D-Reacts can't be played to this chain link, and when it hits a hero they turn a card up in their arsenal and they destroy it if it's a defense reaction. Imagine that. That would be pretty good. Maybe it's some sneaky tech in the Azalea deck. Traps for Assassin and Ranger. This card's nuts. Bonds of Ancestry. That's definitely made Katsu a lot more powerful. Oh, here, tokens. Boom. Sneak attack. Alright. Let's get into some hits, eh? Oh, there we go. Codex of Bloodrot. Now, the codexes are all fairly good, however, Codex of Frailty seems to be the one of chosen type. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. This one here says each hero puts a card from their hand face down into their arsenal. So basically, if their arsenal's empty, or either player's arsenal's empty, you have to do this. And then you create a Ponder token and your opponent creates a Bloodrot Pox, which means at the end of their turn, if they don't pay 3, they lose 2 life, or they take 2 damage. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Collapsing Trap. Riptide Specialization. Majestic and Foil. That is very nice. Yeah, so that's one codex there. And the Frailty though says 0, each player puts an attack action from their discard pile into their, or graveyard into their arsenal, and if they do, discard a card, and then you create a Ponder and they create a Frailty which says their weapons attack for 1 less and attacks from arsenal do 1 less. But the thing is with that card that if you play it with no cards in hand, you don't have to discard. So typically it's so far in play it's seeing that side of abuse where you don't go down a card but your opponent kind of does, and you still get your Ponder token and you can, you know, fire off an attack action for whatever resource you have left, or a 0 cost one. Yeah, so it seems to sit above the other two anyway. The last one is Inertia, which I believe is putting a card from the top of your deck into your arsenal. And if you do, you have to discard. And then they get an Inertia, and you get a Ponder. Oh, there's the cold foil, Seeker's Mitt. So this is just one of the common cycle. But being a cold foil, it just looks beautiful. So always happy to see one. Instant, pay 1, destroy it, prevent the next 1 damage, and opt 1. Now, importantly for limited, none of these equipment generic ones block at all. They don't have a block value of 0, so kind of ties in with some of the other cards. Oh, that's nice. Some of the other cards, such as Widowmaker, which is a Ranger Arrow, and it says if it's not blocked by 2 cards at least, it gets +3. but giving the equipment no block just means they can't throw in a 0 in front of it and make it way less attack for free, essentially. These are pretty nasty, but people are humming and hawing because they don't add power. Oh, can't see the words. Oh, there we go. But basically a 0 cost ranger action. If it ranger and assassin, sorry. Attack action card you play this turn gains. When this hits, they lose 3, 4, or 5 life, depending on the color. Could be pretty devastating though. I like the idea of 1 or 2 red ones on Azalea just for that end of game when they're like, okay, I'm on 8, I'm all good for another couple turns, and then you just dominate over them and play. If this hits, you lose 5 more, and then they're gone in one go. A lot of people are saying that the hit rate is not that great, and they're only getting about 6 Majestics a box, but I always thought that was the new norm after they did away with super rares, after the original Arcane Rising. So yeah, I don't know, seems fine. Some really strong 2 cost 6 power attacks in this set as well, for limited. I think there's like 3 or 4 different ones, which is, yeah, almost feel like you're playing the new Icelander that attacks for very efficient costs sometimes in draft in this set. If you haven't drafted it, make sure you find your locals and yeah, an armory or a draft that's going down. I know some cities have plenty on, others you might need to organize, but definitely if you can get some mates together even and do a draft, it's well worth it. They've set this up so there's 6 young heroes that you can choose, 2 ninjas, 2 assassins, 2 rangers. So depending on what cards you get and so on, you know, you might play one or the other. And also, of course, there's all these like new split attack or split class, sorry, cards. So for example, assassin ranger cards. Oh, speak of the devil. Needed one of those, or 17. Need enough for everybody. Codex of Frailty, there we go. Oh, this is a good card too, Laced with Bloodrot. This is a lot of attacky, annoying on-hitty things in this set, which is probably why people are seeing Ranger getting that boost, you know, translating in real event results, of course, not just theory. You know, and unlike Bravo, Azalea or other Rangers, you know, most of their attacks only need to hit for even 1 damage, not 4. They don't have to crush to happen. So, all right. Second to last pack. Spring load. Don't be afraid to play that in draft. It's not as bad as it looks. Alright. There's Azalea. And this is Driftwood Quiver, which is a Riptide specialization. Just helps you unbrick your arsenal once in the game. Oh, but we're happy. So a few Majestics, 6 as promised, plus a Rainbow Foil Majestic and Collapsing Trap, which is cool. I am a fan of Riptide, even if he supposedly sucks at the moment. I'm going to have to practice him more and try some more builds. Seeker's Mitt Cold Foil, Rainbow Foil Mask, and the almighty top codex of them all, Frailty. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one, and check out our Fab gameplay videos. We're going to get some up, some of the new stuff on camera, see how it pairs up against some of the old stuff. And again, just if you ever need singles, check our site, pop into store, If you're in the region area, we always have an Armory every Friday around 7, and we have Blitz every Thursday at 6:30. Well, 7 as well, sorry. Thursday Blitz, and sometimes weekends, and we run all Road to Nats when we're given them, and Skirmish and all those good things too. So, which are coming up also, actually. It's Skirmish this month, April, and Road to Nationals is second half of May into the early June. So, great time to be cracking packs, trying out new decks, and getting those singles together and fine-tuning your next weapon. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.
Card Merchant Nelson hosts your favorite card games like Magic, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, and more. Check out our online store for singles, sealed product, events, and accessories, and start playing today.